Hey guys, welcome back to Hakuoki Kyoto Wins. Let's get right into it. Which file was it again? This one. Got weird there with the recording. I was like, sound settings crazy. All right. Sigh. The rumors spoke of the Shin Sengumi. Jeez, they speaking as vicious men, but they seemed more intimate, human to me. Still, their presence or their being lingered through me, as if to say, we are not killers, but to protect our code, we must bring death. Remaining here is only bringing me closer to the possibility of them killing me. I don't know if I can convince them to spare me. Just as I have no loyalty to them, they have no loyalty to me. Only the Shinsengumi. But then, they mentioned a man. They mentioned a man must always be ready to face death. So are they still mistaking me for a man? Could I possibly risk exposing my true identity in exchange for mercy on my life? But this could just as easily backfire for me, and it could exact an even worse fate. I was truly at a loss for what to do. Alright, here we are, our first choice. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with this choice? My goodness, and where's the sound? Like, is there no sound going on right now? What the frick? I mean, there's sound here. What the frick? Hold on a minute. Is it? Yeah, I was messing with the sound setting, so yeah, sound should be on. What the frick? Maybe do that. Oh, all right. This weird. All right. Yeah, I guess there's just no sound right now. That's fine. There is sound, but I'm just dumb. I'm dumb, dude. All right. So this is what we're gonna do for choices. I'm just gonna raise this up a little because it's a little higher, I guess. This is what we're gonna do. I've pretty much played this game from start to finish a couple times. Um, the original game and then this game and Edo Blossoms. So I'm just gonna pick that one. There was nothing for it. I had to try and escape. Meaning I needed to get moving immediately. Staying in this room did nothing to help me. So essentially, I'm just gonna randomly pick one. Hopefully I can get a good ending. But probably not. Fortunately, they hadn't bothered to tie me up completely again. Only my hands were bound. That would slow me down. That would slow me down certainly. But so long as I could move my legs, I stood a chance. Alright, now the exit is. I cast my memory back to when they brought me into the building the night before. Right, I'm sure it will work out. I stood up. Holding my breath, I edged toward the door. I knew it was rude, but I had no choice but to try and open the sliding door with my toes. But I was almost there when suddenly it flew open all on its own, revealing. No! What? Ah! I stumbled straight into Kondo.
ずいぶん大胆な方ですね。まさか逃げるつもりだったんですか？
And there's the sound. Yeah, so there's this. The sound was just, it was just a little shy, you know what I mean? Oh my, well, that was rather bold. You were looking to escape, I assume. Uh,
勝手に動いては困りますね。君の身が余計に危うくなるだけですよ。
attempting to escape was unwise. It will only make your situation more difficult. His voice was calm and not unfriendly, but his eyes were frigid and calculating. Too late. I realized why they hadn't bothered to tie me up again. They'd been watching me.
逃げれば切る。俺は確かにそう言ったはずだ。
I told you once, and I won't do it again. Run, and I'll get you.
残念だけど殺しちゃうしかないかな。約束を破るこの言葉なんて信用できないからね。
Sorry, but now we've got to kill you. We can't trust a kid who can't keep a promise. Okita smiled. He didn't look very sorry. Another choice. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I gotta like close my eyes. I gotta like find where it is. Where is it? Alright, there. Now I gotta like give my eyes time to adjust. Alright. You won't give me a chance to explain myself? I was innocent. But complaining wasn't going to help me. Perhaps it would be best if I simply accepted my death. Then you may do whatever you like with me. Okita roared with laughter, his shoulders shaking. The anger in my voice proved unaffecting to them. Hey.
君、面白いね。でも、ちょっといじめすぎちゃったかな。
Maybe we're gonna go down Okita's route. But maybe not, because this is random, so who knows? Oh, you're a funny one. Alright. Maybe we were a little rough on you.
もう少し肩の力抜いてよ。取って食べたりしないからさ。
So just relax, okay? We aren't going to eat you or anything. What do you want? You were just talking about killing me.
君みたいに潔い女の子、初めて見たよ。
Never seen such an innocent girl like you. Huh? A girl? You knew I was a girl?
総司はこの少年が女子だというのか?
What? Soji? Are you telling me this child is a girl?
近藤さん、落ち着いてくれ。
Calm down, Kondo. This is like so like he's so disappointed. It's like you seriously couldn't tell my dude? Come on, dude.
気づいてるやつは気づいてたみたいだが、あんたはまず分かってねえと思ってたが。
Really? Huh. Well, sure all of you caught on. Maybe not Kondo, but
もしかして三男君も気づいていたのか?
don't tell me you knew all along, Sanan.
一生懸命に男装を試みてますが、どこから見ても女の子です。
Well, yes, she's doing her best to dress up like a boy, but it's so obvious that she's a girl.
さあ、お兄さんたちに話してごらん。女の子が男装してまで夜の京を歩いていた理由。
Alright, alright. Now tell your big brother, why were you cross-dressing around Kyoto? Ogita. Sanan shrugged and let out a loud sigh. And let out a ledge sigh. That's what I was trying to say, a lead sigh. And let out a lead sigh. A lewd.
もう一度皆を集めましょうか。意見を変えるものが出るかもしれませんからね。
Maybe we should all sit down and talk this over. Some of us may have changed their opinions. There I was, surrounded once again by the leaders of the Shinsengumi.
少年にしては華奢で可愛らしい顔をしていると思っていたんだが、まさか本当に女子だったとはな。
I noticed you were rather slim, and your features were far too soft to be a man's. But to think you were a lady this whole time. Kondo was nodding his head repeatedly, as if he were agreeing with a very intelligent suggestion. For him to notice the softness of my features, it flattered me a bit.
女だって聞いてから見ると女にしか見えなくなってくるんだよな。
Once you know she's a girl, she really doesn't look like a boy at all, does she?
女の子を一晩縄で縛っておくとは悪いことをしたね。
So we bound her and left her for the whole night. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
でもよ、女だ女だって言うが、別に証拠はないんだろ？
Well, she claims to be a girl, but it's not like we have any actual proof, right? But proof!
証拠も何も一目瞭然だろうが。なんなら脱がせてみるか？
Proof? Really? Not obvious enough for you, huh? Alright, well, you feel better if I strip her down?
許さん許さんぞ。衆目の中、女子に肌をさらさせるなど言語道断。
No! You absolutely will not! To suggest such a thing is preposterous!
だがまあ、それが一番手っ取り早いと思ったんだ。無理にとは言わないがな。
I just figured it was the quickest way to settle the question. But I won't force it.
でもよ、本当に女だって言うなら、殺しちまうのも忍びねえよな。
Well, if you really are a girl, then killing you would just feel kinda wrong.
何甘いこと言ってるんだ。男だろうが女だろうが、性別の違いは生かす理由にならねえだろう。
Why are you so naive? It doesn't matter. If we have to kill her, she dies.
もっともです。ですが、女性に限らず、そもそも人を殺すのは忍びないことですよ。
Exactly. However, her gender is irrelevant. Killing in general is wrong.
今日の治安を守るために組織された私たちが無益な殺生をするわけにはいきません。
We were organized to protect the citizens of Kyoto. We would ill serve the public good by murdering civilians in cold blood.
結局女の子だろうが男の子だろうが今日の平安を乱しかねないなら話は別ですよね。
Yeah, but if this girl or boy is a threat to the peace, that's a horse of a different color. The Shinsengumi had already suffered a very gruesome reputation at Kyoto. If rumors spread that their men were thirsty for blood, things weren't likely to go well for them. They're vampires! Vampires, I tell ya! Where's the Batman when you need him? Kyoto would banish them, and with no one to protect the people, the city would erupt into chaos. Each of their members deeply understood the consequences of behaving rationally in these times.
悪いが、お前の荷物。
My apologies, but I took the liberty of checking through your belongings.
どうやら江戸からここまで一人で来たみてえだな。
It would appear you came all the way from Edo, by yourself.
荷物はわずかな着替えと一月分の小銭、それと数通の手紙とこの小鉢。
You didn't seem to have much. Some clothing, some pocket change, a few letters, and this sword.
手紙には幕府御殿医の松本良順の名前があった。おそらくそこを訪ねたんだ。
One of the letters was from Ryojun Matsumoto, a shogunate-approved doctor. I assume you saw him.
お前の目的は何だ？
What is your purpose? Chizuru Yukimura. See, why can't you say the frickin' name? Why can't you say it? Why can't you say the name? Why didn't you say the name? The minute my name was spoken, the vibe in the room shifted immensely. Everyone wore a stunned expression, eyes wide, knees heavy, arms spaghetti. And no words were uttered in response, until...
土方さん、その名前は？
Wait, Hijigata, that name.
おいおい、偶然にしちゃできすぎだぜ。
Hey now, this can't be a coincidence.
まあ待て。それを判断するためにも、まずは君の話を聞かせてくれるかな？
Now wait a moment, we only need to determine if you are a threat. Will you tell us your side of the story? At Kondo's behest, I stood up. I stood up to speak. My name is Chizuru Yukimura. Under the watchful eyes of the leaders, I sharply described how I came to face them. How I lived in Edo, how I come to Kyoto to find my father, how lonely the city felt before I arrived?
そうか。出身も江戸だったのだな。父上を探して遠路はるばる京に来たのか。
Oh, then you're from Edo as well. And you came all the way to Kyoto to find your father?
して、お父上は何という方かね。
So, who is your father? My father is Kodo Yukimura.
つながったな。
So the dots are connected. What are you talking about?
あなたが持っていた手紙の筆跡。これはまさに行動さんのものでしたが、
The handwriting within the letter does indeed match Kodo's, but
まさか本当に行動さんのご息女とはね。
to think you were Dr. Kodo's daughter. You know my father? The silence was enough to tell me that the revelation of my parentage caused a pronounced change in their behavior.
どこまで知ってる？
So, you've been withholding information from us. Huh? What information are you talking about?
いいから洗いざらい全部吐け！何しに今日に来やがった？
There's no point in lying to us now. Out with it! What the hell are you doing in Kyoto? I just came to look for my father. I swear I don't know anything else.
親父の行動さんが何をしてるか知っててここに来たんだろうが。
You came to this city fully aware of what your father, Kodo, is doing. I was only aware of my father being in Kyoto for his medical work, but I haven't seen him since last summer. That's all I know. What the No, No. Well, now I gotta see if I missed anything. No, mate. No, mate.
土方君、どうやら本当に何も知らないのかもしれませんよ。
Hijikata, it may be better for us not to press because she may not know anything after all. So, what do you know about my father? Where is he right now? Please tell me.
行動さんの行方は現在新選組でも探している。
The Shin Sengumi is currently attempting to determine the whereabouts of Dr. Kodo Yukimura. You're after my father? So, this means...
勘違いしないでね。僕たちは行動さんを狙ってるわけじゃないから。
Oh no, you've got us all wrong. We're not, after him. I see. A huge wave of relief came over me.
同じ幕府
幕府をよく思わない者たちが行動さんに目をつけた可能性が高い。
Gotta stop doing that.
同じ幕府側の協力者なんだけど、実は彼、夏から行方知れずなんだよね。
He's a fellow supporter of the Shogun, but... Well, he sort of disappeared a little while ago. There's a reasonable chance that the enemies of the Shogun have identified him as a threat. Ah! I let out an audible gasp, but Saito continued without paying me any mind.
生きている公算も高い。乱方医は利用価値がある存在だ。
There is, of course, the chance he's still alive. Doctors skilled in Western medicine are quite rare. Brother. I wasn't sure what else to do, so I nodded. My heart pounded in my chest, threatening to burst onto the floor.
近藤さん、どうでしょうか。同じ人物を探す者同士、彼女に手を貸してあげてはいかがかと。
Kondo, what do you make of her situation? Would it be in our interest to help her, seeing as we are all looking for the same person?
手を貸すとはどういうことかね。
What exactly do you mean, help her?
行動さんが見つかるまで互いに協力し合うということです。
I only mean to say we should cooperate with her until we find Kodo.
彼女に協力してもらうことで、行動さんが見つかる可能性は格段に上昇するでしょ
With her assistance, I'm sure our chances of locating Kodo will increase drastically. Huh? Huh?
私たちがいくら探しても姿形を変えられてしまっては見抜くことは難しい。
Looking for him may prove fruitless, however. If he's in disguise, spotting him will be difficult.
ですが光道さんの娘である君ならば身なりが変わっていようと看破できますね。
You are his daughter, however. You ought to recognize him no matter how he may have disguised himself, yes? Yes, of course. I nodded as I spoke, while giving him what I hoped seemed like a steady, reassuring smile.
それに彼女が手中にあるというのは何かと都合がいいと思います。
Besides, having her stay with us, regardless, can be of use to our headquarters.
どうだトシ、三男君の意見に俺は賛成だ。
What do you say, Toshi? Sanon is making a lot of sense.
こいつが本当に何も知らねえって言うんなら
If it turns out that she doesn't know anything after all, then... It's true. All I know is that my father headed to Kyoto, but I don't know anything else. And about last night, I didn't see anything.
あの乱暴医の娘となりゃ殺しちまうわけにもいかねえか。
I totally didn't see anything. Well, if she is his daughter, we can't really kill her, can we? His eyes narrowed as he looked down at me.
昨べの件は忘れるって言うんなら父親が見つかるまでお前を保護してやる。
If you promise to keep last night a secret, we'll let you stay until your father is found. Fair?
君の父上を見つけるためならば、我ら新選組は協力は惜しまんとも。
I promise that the Shinsengumi will do whatever they can to help you find Dr. Kodo. Thank you so much. I never imagined something like this. I was elated to have escaped death, but not only had I survived, but I found my first decent lead.
殺されずに済んでよかったね。とりあえずはだけど。
You must be glad we won't be killing you, huh? Well, won't be killing you just yet, at any rate. He gave me that same wolfish grin. There was no denying that my situation was still less than desirable, but it didn't matter for now. Yes, I'm very glad. Against all odds, at last, I'd found help where I'd never have expected it. The Shinsengumi. My first day in Kyoto was quite the adventure. In spite of everything I'd seen, my fortune was improving with every step. I still had a long way to go, but keeping positive was my only hope.
雪村君、よかったね。これからはよろしく頼むよ。
Aren't you relieved, Yukimura? It's a pleasure to have you. Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure for me as well.
なあ、ゲンさん。女子となれば、ここのような男女体では申し訳ない気がするんだが。
Hey, Gen. With her being a lady, after all, I'm not sure that our all-male household is equipped for her needs.
ええ、そうですね。これはちょっと困りましたな。
You bring up a good point. What would you have me do? Kondo crossed his arms and thought deeply.
不便があれば言うといい。その都度可能な範囲で対処しよう。
Should you require anything, you need only ask. We will do what we can to accommodate you. Thank you.
まあ女の子となりゃ手厚くもてなさんといかんよな。
Well, I guess we'll have to be nicer to you now that we know you're a girl.
新発さん女の子に弱いもんな。でもだからって手のひら返すの早すぎ。
Gee, didn't take long for you to change your tune when you saw she was a girl, eh, Sheen?
いいじゃねえか。これで豚書が華やかになると思えば、新八に限らずはしゃぎたくもなるだろう。
Oh, whatever. Having a lady here at headquarters is sure gonna brighten things up, won't it? I wasn't entirely sure I believed that sentiment.
とはいえここでは女性として扱うのは難しそうです。
I'm not sure if our headquarters are, up to standards for a lady.
対処
However,
して扱うのもまた問題ですし 彼女の処遇は少し考えなければなりませんね。
But then again, she's not a soldier, so we cannot expect to treat her as such.
なら誰かの交渉にすりゃいいだろう。近藤さんとか三男さんとか。
Then make her a page or something. Want an assistant, Kondo? How about you, Sanan?
やだな、土方さん。そういう時は言い出しっぺが責任取らなくちゃ。
Oh, come on now, Hijikata. It's your idea, so you can't just pawn her off on someone else.
ああ、そうだな。都市のそばなら安心だ。
Oh, excellent. We can trust Toshi with her.
そういうことで土方君、彼女のことよろしくお願いしますね。
Well, there you have it, Hijikata. I hope you'll take good care of her.
てめえら、勝手に決めてるんじゃねえ。
You sons of bitches! You can't just decide. All whiny. You can't just decide my fate, bro! As I watched their back and forth, some of my earlier relief began to ebb away. And this is how the Shinsengumi had come to look after me. Is that chapter 0 done? Chapter 1 done? Chapter meow done? I can't remember. I think it is. It is! No, it's not. I'm lying. It's just this time. Time skip. Time skip. And time done, as now we are going to be done with this episode. So, of course, if you like this video, give it a like. If you like this video a lot, my god, you like this video a whole ton, go and give it a subscribe. I'm going to be doing a subscribe, as I'm going to do this entire series. Probably do all of the routes, I would imagine. And of course, I got other content, so